we can move into the game.
Woo! So, Zerg vs Protoss, always fun. This is... Nah, that's not true. I like Protoss vs Terran. That's my favorite. This match is good to see, though.
Transfers over there. We go. I like this SC2 scene switcher. It's great, I'm telling you.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about it.
Uh-huh. Alright, so MLG Metropolis, what do you think of this map?
I like it. I was really sad when they took it out of the ladder pool because it was like one of the only good maps.
Right.
Because the Blizzard ladder is just notorious for having awful maps.
Yeah, no, it is.
But I understood why, because like it was lagging a lot, so that was really disappointing. But I'm actually a huge fan of this map, and it's not just because that 2-base Immortal Century All-In is like 90% effective versus Zerg on this map. It's actually, I think if you get past that point, it is really good.
Right.
And I feel like Zergs would have eventually figured that out, so I'm a fan.
Alright, well, go ahead. I'll introduce our players. Spawning in the bottom left, we have the green Protoss, Thajinxxx. And in the top right, the pink Zerg, sigur. Now, also, everybody, I think while we're in the early game of this, or in the early stage of this game, I want to go ahead and let everybody know that if you're on IvDYogiTime.com, go ahead and click those ads at least once. No, exactly once. You don't want to click it more than once. No more than once, because we will get in trouble for spamming. But those clicking on the links, or clicking on the ads, does help support our tournaments. The more money we bring in from those ads, the more tournaments we are able to cast, and the more tournaments we are able to run. So if you can go ahead and do that, support our tournaments, support our players, and all it takes is your time.
Yeah, I'm kind of confused right now. I mean, this is a 7 pylon into an 8 gate, but there's no second gate. I think, I don't know, dude. Yep, there's the second gate. Okay, so he's going to want to put on a lot of pressure early on. This makes sense now. And sadly for him, though, Zerg is not going for a quick expansion. He got really fast gas, and he's getting a pool right now, so...
Oh, this is
he might hold this off really one-sided.
14-14 build out of sigur, which is probably the best way to go against this particular build out of the Thajinxxx. Because he is going to have that gas, he is going to have speedlings, he is going to have possibly banelings. So he'll be able to even apply some of his own pressure afterwards.
Yeah, for sure. You know, if you 2-gate like this, you need to do some damage. So he really needs to have, you know, you can still do damage, like if you have really nice micro or something like that. But it's going to be definitely very hard for him.
Cybercore is going down for the Jinx.
Indeed. And looks like sigur is still mining gas after 100 gas, so probably not going to be a speedling expand. Maybe go for roaches, or I would think banelings.
Well, it could be either banelings or roaches. I know in this particular matchup, roaches would be better, but it's not necessarily going to be roaches or banelings. So.
Oh no, he just started speed. I looked at the gas and then looked at how much had been mined, and I'm like, where did that other 100 gas go? Okay, so no, he is getting speed, and okay, it could be roaches with speed then.
It is definitely looking like roaches, actually. Yep, there goes the roach warren. That is gonna go down, and the Jinx is streaming zealots across the map.
Yep.
Looks like
only 4-lings out right now, so he can micro the zealot for a bit, or not micro it.
Well, actually, that micro could go. That micro could go on either side. Actually, 4 zerglings can kill a zealot if you micro it well enough.
Yeah, that's true. I think it's 1 Zergling lives. If you do it, if it's like bolt you perfect micro, I'm not really sure what it is, but there are enough Zerglings.
I know. I can micro. Actually, no. Actually, you can micro it, and you can still. I think it's like 2 Zerglings afterwards survive. But now,
if you do the runaway,
yeah.
stutter step micro with the zealot.
Yeah. Well, no, not if the zealot does stutter step, then I guess it's not quite the same.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Okay. Well, we do have 2 zealots up here and lings, but that queen will come in handy here, especially since if those zealots try to pressure and he pulls the queen into this fight, then that could definitely definitely stop the Zealots from doing anything. But the Zealots just gonna run up there and run all the way back home. It's okay because I mean, with the Roach Warren up and Roaches coming out for Sigur, he'll be able to just push after this, and he can expand behind the push.
The Zealots really weren't going to do anything, so pulling them back is a great choice. At least that way he can still have them to fend off any attacks or stuff like that, so he's just a little safer. We see Sigur actually made a spine in his base. I guess he was just really scared, and he did lose his natural, so neither player has taken an expansion yet, but I feel like just based on the units that are out, the composition, Zerg is in a little bit of an advantage, but not really much.
Well, by the time the Zerg gets over there, and looks like, oh, a Stargate is going to go down for the Jinx. Ooh.
That's a great choice. Stargates are, like, if you're in a position like this where you can't really take your expansion super safely, and you get a Void Ray out, you can take that expansion now against Infinity Roaches.
Right, but is it going to be in time, as there is a little bit of an army marching its way across the map from Sigur, and it's going to clean up these 2 Stalkers. Ooh, that's going to put quite a strain on Jinx right now, as there are Roaches in that combination. In that composition, I mean, there are Roaches in that composition, more Roaches on the way. He could push up this ramp and do a lot of damage before that Void Ray comes out.
He definitely can, especially since it's pure Zealot. If he just micros these Roaches versus the Lings, he should do a good amount of damage here.
Definitely.
It's definitely looking kind of bad for Mr. Thajinxxx, or the Jinx.
Mr. the Jinx?
The Jinx.
Alright, those Roaches are going to clean up these Zealots. I don't know if that Void Ray is going to get out in time. Oh, these Roaches are being... they're focusing down the Warp Gates. He needs to move in and take out the Pylon. The Artosis Pylon is what needs to go down. There he goes, finally moving his Roaches around. Oh, the Void Ray does get out, though, and it looks like... oh, it's tough to say, but if damage is done here, then this could be a great position for Sigur.
Yeah, I don't know if the Void Ray is in time here. It looks
Up,
like
there's the GG from the Jinx.
Alright, I don't know if he was really dead yet, actually.
Well, it looks like he's...
I guess
there you
he
go.
doesn't want to play anymore.
He doesn't want to play anymore. I'm done.
He was going to clean up those Roaches and not lose anything. He may have lost that Stargate, but if he'd killed the Roaches before